Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to take a look at a song called It's Always Been You by Wickham. And just like normal, I'm going to teach you how to play it on acoustic guitar. This song is pretty easy. I'm also going to show you how to lead it, some things you can share with your worship team and your church, and then also some scripture to go alongside it. First of all, if you're new to this channel, welcome. So glad to have you, and thanks for watching this video and checking this video out. I do mostly acoustic guitar tutorials for worship songs, and from time to time, different leadership type videos for worship teams and worship leaders. So if that's something that you find interesting or you think would be resourceful or helpful, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and so then you'll be notified anytime I post a video. And you can just join this community and all of the friends that are here, and we'll just learn together. But if you're not new to this channel, welcome back. Welcome to another video. So let's just go ahead and dive right on in. So the first thing we need to talk about is the key to this song. As I said before, it's pretty simple. And so there's a couple of ways we can play this. I think some might be a little bit more simple than others, but it's in the key of F sharp, okay? And this is a bit of an odd key, I think, than maybe what most worship songs are in. So first, we could play this just mostly bar chords, and you would still get that rich guitar sound for whatever guitar body you have. So there's your F sharp. It's basically just F sharp, D flat, which is the 5, and then E flat minor, that's our 6 minor, and then B, which is our 4. It's basically just 1, 5, 6, 4, and then there's a variation in the second verse and the bridge. It's a very simple song, but you could play it that way. And you're probably wondering, like with some of these bar chords, this one's pretty easy. You could play that just like you would like an F chord, but you can also play it this other way. Instead of doing the full pointer finger bar chord, you just do it this way. That's a little bit easier. And then the D flat, I'm really only playing with 3 fingers: the pointer finger, ring finger, and pinky, those 3. So we're doing those 3 notes right there. The rest of them are pretty much muted. The top and bottom E string, the B string, but it's really just the A, D, and G that you're hearing, right? Also, I don't have a pick, so same thing with the 6 minor, the E flat minor here, except I'm obviously playing a minor chord, similar to what an A minor would look like. Just the same thing up here, and then our B chord, just like that. So to some degree, that would be an option. If you really have strong hands, if you have really strong hands, go for it. It also keeps the, if you want that rich sound of your guitar, there's a big difference in this versus something like a G shape up top. But there's a second way to play this. You could play it with a capo on the 2nd fret and just play E shape. Right, that would be one way that you could do that. And then you could play it 6th fret and C shape, but again, even that it sounds out of tune. You can kind of hear that. It sounds a little out of tune. I need to work on my intonation. But you could play C shape up here. The only thing you're losing is a lot of that low end tone, which that's fine if you're in a big band situation and the mix is full with a bass, electric, and all that stuff. A lot of times, your mix guy is probably going to cut some of that low end anyways, and so it's beneficial if your mix guy does that to just play it up top, because it gives it a little bit more of that, depending upon what guitar you have, the jangly sound. And this guitar does a really good job of that. But I think for this video, I think we're going to play it E shape. So we're going to do the 2nd fret. I think it's a good midway point between the hard bar chords and then the very harsh up top chords. C shape's pretty easy, but let's do E shape here, okay? So starting off, I've got my chart right here. The intro, there's no split chords, so every chord in this song is going to get a full bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 beats. The intro is 1, 5, 6 minor, and 4. So that would just be E. And then we've got our B chord. Now with the B chord, you can play this a few different ways. You can do a full B chord. I like playing my B chords with maybe sometimes, just depending, I listen and see whether or not that fits the low E or the high E string and B string. I don't feel like that fits in this case, so I'm going to mute those. So you're really just going to hear the A, the D, and the G string. And then we can come up here, play our C sharp minor. Another way that you can do this is just invert your B string here. So my pointer finger is going to go down one string, ring finger is going to go up one. So you're just going to switch those. And there's your C sharp, right? And then you're going to go to A. Yeah, so the intro is 1, 5, 6 minor, and 4. Again, E, B, C sharp minor, and A. Okay, that's the intro. Now, before we dive into the rest of the song, I will make a note that this is predominantly a piano-driven song. I don't even know if there's an acoustic guitar in there, but more than likely, just as a worship team, you're gonna make the song your own, and you're probably gonna you may use acoustic guitar, and so don't feel like you don't have to play or shouldn't play with acoustic guitar, but just know that it is more piano-driven, and there's a heavy arpeggiated piano part up top, and so like maybe the verses. It's just some diamonds, right? Maybe you're not even in on the first verse. Maybe you come in as an acoustic guitar player in the first chorus or the second verse and you let the keys take it. But verse number 1 is going to be the same thing as the intro. 1, 5, 6 minor, and 4. So E, B, C sharp minor, and A. Okay, and that just repeats twice. So there's a total of 8 bars in that first verse. 1, 5, 6 minor 4, 1, 5, 6 minor 4. That's it. And then moving into the chorus, guess what? It's the exact same thing. 1, 5, 6 minor, and 4. So after you're done watching this video, go play Phil Wickham's version with him and just play these chords and you've got it down. You know, strum pattern, probably just a lot of down strums. It's a very slow, melancholy type song, and so at least until the end, you might want to pick it up with a little bit more rhythm. But that's just kind of what I would play and how I would play that. The chorus, those chords just repeat twice, 1, 5, 6 minor 4. And then the tag of the song where Phil's singing It's Always Been You, that's kind of the hook, tag of the song. Same thing, 1, 5, 6 minor 4. No change there. And then from there, after that tag, they're going to go into verse 2. There is a little bit of a deviation on the back half of that verse. The first half is the same thing, 1, 5, 6 minor 4. Which is E, B, C sharp minor, and A. And then there is kind of this shortened section. There's only 2 bars of that next line, and then they just jump straight to the second chorus. What they're playing is he's doing a 1/3. And in this case, as we're playing E shape, that's kind of a hard chord to play. You know, your 1/3 chord is going to be an E over G sharp. So in this case, it can be a little difficult and kind of odd as a guitar player, acoustic guitar player, to play that if you're just playing these simple chords. So in that case, 1/3 E shape, I would just play E. And then after that, they go to the 5 chord, which is B. And there's no changes there. It's not a split bar. It's a full bar of the 5. And they're just ramping right up into that second chorus. Second chorus is the same chorus as the first chorus, guys. I'm telling you, this song is so easy, but it's a beautiful song. It's a really good song. From there, they go back into the tag, same chords. They repeat the tag twice, and after that, they jump immediately into bridge number 1. This is where things get changed up just a little bit, and you're going to see that up here. There's going to be some chords in parentheses. That just means those chords are going to split the bar. And what I mean by that is, depending upon, I'll let you know how many beats each chord gets. Assume that if you see 2 chords in parentheses, that just means they split the bar evenly. And sometimes they don't. Sometimes maybe like one of them is a pushed chord and it may only get 1 beat. I'll let you know that. It's not really a good way for me to notate that here in my editing software. So I just put both chords in parentheses. Keep it simple. In this case, the bridge is this is where things change. We're going to start on the 5 chord. So that's B, then it's going to get 2 beats, and then it's going to go to C sharp minor, so that's our 6 minor. That gets 2 beats, and then down to A, 2 beats, and 1, 2 beats, which is E. So this would be that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just like that, and then that's going to repeat a total of 3 times. After that third pass through all of that, 5, 6 minor, 4, 1, it goes back to the 5, 6 minor, 4, and that's a full bar. That 4 is a full bar. You'll see that up here. Ain't no parentheses on that. So all together, this is gonna be. I'm gonna play through the bridge real quick. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing. One more time. Here's the back half. 5, 6 minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to the 1 chord, going back into the final chorus. And the way I have it and what the song is, they do a chorus one more time and a tag twice, and then it ends. There's like a they cut it on the 3 at the end there, that last tag. 1, 2, 3. They kind of cut it right there, and there's a little bit of a space. I don't know how many beats is in that. Maybe like it might be half a bar or something like that, and then they just resolve on the 1 and end it. The ending is on the 1, the E, and that's it. That's how you play It's Always Been You on acoustic guitar by Phil Wickham. Again, playing strum patterns, probably just being very light with my strum patterns, a lot of diamonds, nothing too heavy, except towards the end. And just follow your band as well. Just be dynamic with your band. But if you're getting value out of this video, if you feel like you've learned something, let me know. Hit that like button, and let me know down in the comments as well. I would love to hear your feedback. And if you have any questions about this song, how to play it, anything at all, please let me know. Please comment down below. Hit me up on Instagram. I would love to be able to help you guys. Let's move on to the next section of this video. All right, so diving in on how to lead this song. First, let me say that I think that this song could work in the context of a worship service. It's definitely very CCM, as some of Phil's stuff is, and most of Phil's stuff is produced. It's not live worship, except for his sing-along stuff, which is phenomenal. I've been listening to Phil for like 12 years now. Well, more than that, actually, since 2007, I think. Like, he was a really big inspiration for me as a worship leader, and I've learned so much from watching him and listening to him. He's a great inspiration. But like I said, a lot of the stuff that he does is produced, and so some songs can come across a little bit more CCM in radio as opposed to like suitable for a church service. But I think this song could work depending upon how it was framed and presented. And it's a song of devotion and faithfulness, looking at the faithfulness and the sovereignty of God. There's a lot of comfort and trust in this song as well. I think that this could work year-round with just about any service. And I think being able to build your worship team up and remind them of the faithfulness of God, being able to provoke them to think about a time and a place when God showed himself faithful in their lives, encourage them to even share with the team, hey, this is what God's done in my life, even recently. This happened several years ago, as just a representation and a way to honor and glorify God, just in a regular a normal Sunday morning. I think that this song would be able to equip and empower our worship teams to be able to do that. And I think a lot of those themes and those things can equally be shared to a congregation. I think that this would be a powerful song to do at the end of a sermon that spoke of God's faithfulness, and you follow up with the message, and like the message is powerful in that manner, and you follow up with this song. just being able to honor and glorify and worship God for his faithfulness. It's always been you. It was you then. It's going to be you in the future. You've been my guardian. You've been my guide. And from here on out, like, let it be a song of encouragement to push people, not push people, but to encourage people to remember where their faith and their trust is placed. It's placed in someone that is faithful and is true to their word and does fulfill their promises. You know, it's not somebody that, like, you kind of are like, well, is this person going to come through for me or not? Like, God is true to his word, and that's something to take hope and security and even find peace in. And real quick, got some scripture here. I'm about to run out of space on my camera, and so this is going to be real quick. There's a plethora of different scriptures that you could totally use, and I would encourage you just to go and Google faithfulness, scripture about faithfulness, and just find scripture that maybe fits with the sermon that is being presented on whenever you're doing the song, if you ever do this song, and try to find something that lines up. Maybe your pastor will have some recommendations of scripture you can share, and that you can just kind of like the theme of that morning can be around this passage, and like what you speak about, what you sing about, it's this passage. How you encourage the body is this passage. I think that'd be a great thing to do. But just for the sake of this video, here's a couple here. I'm just going to read out Psalms. Psalms 25:10 says, "All the paths of the Lord are steadfast love and faithfulness for those who keep his covenant and his testimonies." Psalm 33 verse 4, "For the word of the Lord is upright, and all his work is done in faithfulness." This one's a good one. Psalm 37 verse 3 and 4 says, "Trust in the Lord and do good, dwell in the land and befriend faithfulness." Verse 4 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart." That's a place that I want to be. That's a place that I want you to be as well. Living in a place, abiding in a place in the presence of God in that faithfulness, and just living out the calling that God places in our hearts and our lives, trusting in his sovereignty, trusting in that will, knowing that he wants and has the best for us. Yeah, a lot of good stuff there. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been helpful for you. If it has, make sure you let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Hit that subscribe button again and the notification bell, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. I've got a couple more that I'm going to be working on, and I'll be shooting out here in the next week or so. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you all in the next video.